Hi everyone and welcome to Brick Arena and my first ever Lego City update. I've been getting lots of requests from people to do a Lego City update, and I've really resisted because there's not an awful lot being going on in the city and it's really in its infant stages. But I thought I'd do this by way of just documenting where I am with the city today, and let's see how it develops over the next few months. So let's take a little tour around the city. And so over here on the corner we've got the brick bank, and obviously a lovely corner building, and I wanted to get this towards the front of the city so that I could really show off both sides. I really like the soap and suds area of the brick bank, and so I've put that to the edge here. I did actually buy another brick bank and had the intention of expanding this one, and I may well do that in the future, but for the moment I've just pretty much built the modulars as they are, and we'll see what develops in the future. So we've got at the side of the city here, we've got the brick bank together with the Parisian restaurant there, and we've got some limo turned up at the restaurant, and that was actually a second-hand friend set that I gave my mother-in-law to build and check all the pieces were there, and she was really proud of that, so I put that into the city, which she really liked. And then if I turn around here on the back stretch of the city, we've got the detective's office, which is one of my favourite modulars, to be honest. In fact, I think it was the first one I built, and which shows how recent I am to the world of Lego. But I really loved it, and that really sparked the love of the modulars in particular in terms of Lego themes. Next to that I've got the house from the pet shop, which, as you'll know, is a half building, and I put that in there next to Assembly Square to kind of make that into a two-plate building. And then next to that we've got the pet shop, at least the half of the pet shop set that is actually the pet shop, and I've actually got another two pet shops, so again I may well add to those buildings, either adding more of the townhouse building there and maybe have 2 or 3 of those in a row, and probably extend the pet shop section as well to double or maybe even triple the size. And then on the corner here we've got the Palace Cinema, which is a great little set. Now here's where you get to the first problems I've got with the city, and as you'll see I've still got even some white table space, which is pretty criminal, to be honest, but the intention is obviously to get that plated up, or really to get another building in there. So what I really need is another half plate building, again probably from the pet shop when I get around to getting that done. You can see there that I've got the high-speed train, which is running round a track around the periphery of the city, and just in front of that I've got one of the newer city sets there, which is nice. And then at the edge of the city in the corner there, we're starting to get into sort of Ninjago territory. These are just some Ninjago buildings that I've got, and I'm not quite sure how or if they're really going to fit into the city at all, but originally I had intended to kind of do a kind of a Chinatown thing, and next to that fire temple I've got Ninjago the city, and then obviously that's leading into this water area, which I need to do something with. And then next to the water we've got Anton's bait shop, which is a lovely little modular set, which I really love and really wanted to get into the city somehow. And of course that adds problems, because it means you then need to have some kind of beachy area or some water. And you know, to be honest, what I found quite surprising is just how quickly you use up space in doing a city layout, and especially how much you lose when you start to add train tracks. So hopefully you can see now from the city layout that really all I've got going on at the moment is that kind of L shape of buildings. And one of the reasons for that is I didn't really feel comfortable having another row of buildings in front here. So my intention is actually to raise up these buildings on the far side here, to raise them up on a platform and have those above the train track there, with either some sort of rock face or I don't know, some kind of aqueduct or something like that at the back. Something along the lines of a couple of other YouTubers have done. And the main reason for that is just to give me some more space on the tables here, because you know the tables are quite restrictive in the number of base plates I can get in, and particularly with the train track. And what I'd kind of like to do is, well, I'd almost like to do away with the train track if I'm honest, but I do like the train, and everybody who comes to visit me seems to particularly like the train and to see it moving. And it just adds that little bit of motion to the city, which, you know, other family members who are not so, you know, mad about Lego as we all are, just like to see that movement of the train going around the city. And I've got another train, which is the cargo train, which is really nice, and I'd like to get that built and on here as well. But it's just so tough to get an awful lot of track in here. So we'll see how that transpires and see whether we manage to do anything about that. Now, I've only got a few other sort of little sets, just in terms of staging, really because I'm not in a, you know, I'm not in a position with the city where I'm really ready to dress it properly, because, as I say, I want to get some of it elevated. I want to get the train track sorted with some ballasting and some form of tunnel there. So I've just put a few small sets around the city. We've got obviously the pizza van, which is a lovely little set, and next door to them we've got the little hot dog stand, and we've got the garbage truck from the Lego movie, just taking away the garbage from the city. And then we've got this nice little breakdown truck with the kind of mini-like car that is actually broken down there. In terms of the train, we've just got this very small platform at the moment, which came with the high-speed passenger train itself. I have actually got a station set which I may build, but we'll see just how we get on with space. If we get around to the back of the brick bank, it's not a very attractive building from this angle at all, but the Parisian restaurant is a nice looking building from the back. And so we've got this little Valentine's picnic set going on at the back, and also this forest tractor planting down a few trees. Now I've got lots of other trees and vegetation and things that I really want to get in there, but again, I'm really not going to any efforts to dress the city yet until I get the layout something like I want and get that raised platform at the back. So that's about it for the first city update. I did warn you that it's not a huge leap forward, but hopefully over the coming months it's going to develop nicely, and I'll do further updates probably on something like a monthly basis to see you what I've been doing. I'm actually in the middle of building the diner at the moment, so that needs to get placed into the city, and then I've got lots of other buildings like the Quickie Mart, Ghostbusters Fire headquarters, and lots of other nice sets and things to go in there. So that's it. Thanks for watching this first Lego City update, and I'll be back with another one in a few weeks. So that's it. Thanks for now. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.